Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new horror comedy from Max, The Parenting. And this is from director Craig Johnson, who previously did Skeleton Twins, which is very interesting thinking about that. I do really love that movie. And here we are telling the story of a gay couple played by Nick Dodani and Brandon Flynn, who wind up renting this countryside home for the weekend and inviting both their sets of parents, including Brian Cox, Edie Falco, Lisa Kudrow, and Dean Norris, to find out that they've been trapped in a situation with a 400-year-old poltergeist. And this film, from like a tonal standpoint, I think it has a lot of silly, fun comedy moments, and I think a lot of those really stem from Lisa Kudrow and Dean Norris and Edie Falco and Brian Cox. Not necessarily the leads of the movie, to be honest, but a lot of these veteran performers deliver some fun moments throughout this film. I think this film is a little bit more consistent from a comedy and like a silly perspective. I think the horror elements, like, sure, it has, like, these visual motifs that, like, hey, this is supposed to be horror. And some of the character designs, like this particular poltergeist, at moments when you don't see too much of it, are really creepy. I think Johnson leveraged some moments where you see, like, something in a corner and stuff like that, where it gets a little eerie and unnerving. Those elements were really there, but this is much less feeling like an actual horror film and more just like a creepy setting for a silly comedy. And it tries to have some like emotionally resonant moments because like this young gay couple are, you know, one of them wants to propose to the other. This is supposed to be this big weekend. Do we get invested in them? And to be honest, it's like this couple's not particularly interesting, and like most of these characters are very one-note, one-dimensional, and it takes a lot for the actors to really make them stand out. And I feel like Lisa Kudrow really stands out a lot. I think Brian Cox gets to have some particular fun as his character gets possessed and gets to deal with all those kinds of elements. Even like Parker Posey, who is the woman who owns this house and is renting it out. I think she has tons of fun and she's really enjoyable to watch in this film. Narratively, though, like, the story's not particularly interesting. Like, sure, we want this weekend to go okay for this couple and well enough, but like a lot of it's just like buying time until we can finally get to like exposition dump from one particular character and like how this whole situation's happening, and then we speed run the climax of the film. And in general, like, this film does not click in many ways to make this like a really good film. I think it's watchable and enjoyable enough, and there's enough laughs there for those who like some comedy with a macabre sense of atmosphere and stuff like that. Will have some fun with this. I think some of the actors in particular are a lot of fun to watch. I just feel like this film feels a little half-hearted and not fully developed. And sure, it's an enjoyable watch for, 95 minutes, but not a whole lot of depth or substance to it outside of that. But those are my thoughts on The Parenting. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.